That is a good sign, Evan.
Yeah, and I mean, after you hear 700,000 acres, I mean, that size, incredible. So, you know, firefighters working hard there on the front lines across the state of California. We've talked about these drought conditions that we've had. We are less than half of where we should be on our water year so far. That means the rain that has come down since October 1st, about half of what we normally would have received. So we are incredibly dry across the state, and we're looking out outside right now. We're just going to be picking up on more dry conditions across the greater Southern California area over the next week or so. Let's take a look at your temperatures outside right now. We're actually doing okay, a little bit cooler than where we were at this time yesterday, and hanging out with a few clouds too. So you see how Poway and Chula Vista do have a decent amount of cloud cover. 56 in Poway right now, 59 in Escondido. We're going to be seeing this ridge of high pressure start to take shape over us, and you can see it building off the east. So that's going to start to inch its way towards us. As it does so, the entirety of the southwestern U.S. is really going to see that warm up from today all the way through about your Thursday and Friday. So you can see as it inches our way, you see a lot more of those red tones in the forecast. That ridge is just off to the east. It's going to be around New Mexico and Arizona, but still bringing that high heat towards us. View outside right now shows the marine layer is going to be less intense in the coming mornings. Yesterday was pretty deep. It led to quite a bit of cloud cover. And as we go into the next couple days, we're not going to be seeing those clouds build. That ridge of high pressure kind of inhibits that cloud production and development. So what we'll be seeing instead is a pretty clear start to the morning, but right now haze is the top thing to keep an eye on. That includes not only from some light cloud cover, but also from wildfire smoke that's drifting towards us. So take a look at most of our models. This is one of our high resolution models that shows what's going to happen over the next 48 hours in terms of smoke. You see how across San Diego County we start to see a lot more red move in, especially across the eastern half of the county, and that is what we're keeping an eye on. So that means as you head toward the afternoon and evening hours, you look across the horizon, you start to see that little blanket layer of haze. It's mainly going to be in the upper atmosphere, so not affecting much of our air quality, but it is something to keep an eye on. If we start to see some mixing occur, then we can see deteriorating air quality. Forecast high temperatures for this afternoon: 79 degrees in Oceanside, 75 for Carlsbad and for Del Mar, 78 in downtown San Diego, 84 for Poway. You see how there aren't too many 90s in the forecast for this afternoon. That heat really starts to kick in though, and 90s come into play as we head toward your inland valleys by the time we get to tomorrow. So you see how 90 hits Wednesday, 97 by the time we get to Thursday inland. Your mountains and your deserts following that same pattern, mainly 80s for your mountains, with 113 being that peak high temperature on Friday.